Matthew Tieno, KTN News.
Now, imagine how different your world would be had you been born with both deaf and blind. Now, imagine going to school. How would you read? How would you write? And how would you follow your classes? On tonight's episode of Grade Point, Sharon Momanyi takes us to the school that teaches the deaf-blind.
When Helen was admitted to the deaf-blind unit at the Kilimani Primary School, her teachers were unaware of the extent of her visual and hearing impairment. Like with all children at the unit, the teachers first had to do what they call a sensory stimulation exercise.
Helen does not talk, but has got some hearing. So when we realized that, we have had to stimulate the senses. And we are using the shakers, we are using the flaps, we are using the jingles, and we are able to see how does she respond when you give her the jingle. Then you are able to see that she can also try also to, first of all, she will smell it. And after smelling, because the most active sense is the sense of smell, then she will now start to work on, now can I be able to hear what the teacher was doing, what the teacher was shaking.
Jen Ayela has been teaching at this unit for 16 years and has passion to see children with deaf-blindness get quality education to improve their lives.
And we are trying as much as possible to see that these children are independent and they can lead their own life. So we bring them in this room. They touch different objects. We have improvised things like scratches. They are plastic scratches. We have put them on a board. And the child will touch. The child, as the child touches the first time, the child will be repelling. The hand will not be ready to touch it. But you keep on doing that. The child, yes, may cry in the first instance, but you do it severally every day. Every day you are bringing the child for sensory stimulation. This one is making, yes, the noise. You are also stimulating the hearing. If it is sight, we also do the same. We look at things that have got bright colors, and we pass through near the eyes, and you will see the child being able to respond.
Deaf-blindness is a very low incidence disability where one suffers simultaneous hearing and visual impairment. This combination causes severe developmental and educational needs. For this reason, children with deaf-blindness cannot be accommodated in special education programs solely for children with deafness or blindness.
Every human being's brain is always ready for information. So because they cannot get information through sight and through hearing, they get information from touch, from smell, from taste. So it becomes very powerful. When you touch them, the skin is always very sensitive. And they can even be able to recognize this is teacher so-and-so and this is teacher so-and-so by touch and smell.
The question will be, how far can a deaf and blind child go? And the most successful story, you talk about the story of Helen Keller, who lost her sense of hearing a few months, actually at 19 months. And she was able to go with a lot of effort through her teacher, who was Miss Anne Sullivan.
Like for any child with a disability, it is crucial that instruction is given on individual basis to accommodate unique needs. A child with deaf-blindness only learns by doing.
The teaching of these children you need a heart whereby you love these children. If you don't, you may not be able to teach these children.
There are a number of considerations for deaf-blind education, including a safe environment for the children. Developing a communication foundation for learning is a priority. Learning is more functional than conceptual, with clear goals and objectives for the child. The vocabulary and concepts taught should be more broad in nature because of the children's limited interaction with the world. Experts advise that families with children showing signs of sensory impairments or not knowing where to begin on their education journey to seek interventions that are offered in all the counties.
We have what we call the Education Assessment and Resource Centers, which are actually in all the 47 counties. If you don't know what to do, in fact, just walk to the nearest education office and ask for the support. that I feel that perhaps this child could be having a problem. And there are officers and the EAC centers in actually almost all the 290 sub-counties. They have got a unit for special needs education. They should be able to advise you what they're able to tell in terms of screening, or even now to recommend you to go to a hospital where there's an audiometer, because the approach used is what you call multidisciplinary approach. It has got different specialists.
Meningitis and pneumonia are said to be among the leading causes of deafness and blindness, with parents urged to be on the lookout for this. The Kilimani Deafblind unit is one that shows the opportunities that exist to offer skills to deafblind